Strategy and Snark presents Dungeons and Dragons Online. Welcome back. Today we're going to go look at the free level 13 quests, of which we have 2. I'm just clearing out my mailbox so don't have that icon sitting there anymore. You know what? Let's do our silver roll. Let's see what minor boon we get today. Nothing. We can eat this rock and it's worth a little bit of XP. That wasn't even the right rock. That's a rock from another day. Eat this rock. And this rock. And this rock. There we go. We've had our fiber for the day. So, Mr. Calumny, way up here in the harbor, just kind of by himself, minding his own business. He's got a quest for us. This is a free quest. It's a very weird quest. So, Memoirs of an Illusory Larcener. I kind of want them to do more of this kind of quest. I feel like this guy was supposed to be the start of a little chain of its own, but technical limitations really bog down this quest. So,
don't be shy. Come in.
First thing we're going to do is we're going to talk to him. Turns out he is...
Step on over to the symbols on the
It's kind of like in
floor.
House Phiarlan, they had the symbol of shadow doing illusions and stuff. Basically, this guy built a holodeck, like from Star Trek. We are going through a pretend story that he made. So we are now in... There we go.
The first step is to find the hero of this story. A true
So,
upstanding citizen.
it's kind of corny, and he's not
Although
particularly
she is a master of
consistent.
disguise.
So we talk to the lady. We talk to this guy. I have a letter for you. He gives us a letter to take back to the lady. Like, it's... So, now she says we have to go and meet with this elf. Who do you find to be the worst? A thief, a murderer, an elf, or someone who says whom? This elf says whom all the time. I mean, there are times where whom is the correct word to use, but this guy says whom just to show off. Well played. I shall deal with the elf. So, a lot of this quest is tongue-in-cheek. None of it has any lasting story implication. None of this is real. Remember, this is still a holodeck. We're just running around in a simulation. Here's the tavern. You have to actually click on the tavern sign before the teleportation circle comes back. If you're in a group, all of you need to stand on the thing before it'll transition to the next scene. And then the unfortunate thing about this quest is that hirelings basically don't function. Like, just something weird about the layering of the illusions over the terrain. They are useless, and they potentially break the quest. So, this room in particular has bugged out on me a lot of times. What's going to happen? We're going to go talk to the elf who says whom a lot. And in groups of 2 to 4, these archers are going to turn active and attack us. We have to kill every single one of them, well, down to like the last 2, before we can actually kill these guys. whomever the elf courier. My men shall deal with you. So we need to run in here, kill all of these guys, because only so many of them will activate at a time, and we really want to make sure we get the kills, because what I don't want to happen is some of them to aggro onto the hireling and then bug out. It looks like we're okay for now because the hireling is actually a spellcaster, so it is capable of killing the guys at a distance. But like, can you even see the hireling? Pretty sure she fell through the floor. And we really don't want any of these archers inadvertently following through the floor, because then I can't kill them.
Go home, but you sure can't stay here amongst the bodies. Back to town.
We don't get. Oh, she's over there. Okay. Okay. You have to kill all the elves before you can get the teleportation thing.
Has a lot of friends. You may want to make your exit a hasty one.
So, okay, we are past the point that I have seen it bug out. So I don't have to worry about, like, that tavern room for some reason. It's always that tavern room that bugs out on me. So we're just going to beat up some elves. They don't really move. Probably for the same reason that the hirelings don't work. The enemies don't move. So if you are losing any one particular fight, you can really just kind of go back around the corner. They won't chase you. You don't even need to kill all of them. There's more. It's like another one of those big square rooms. It doesn't matter if you went left or right. You'll end up in the same spot either way. Just take out all the groups of 4. That'll drop the force fields. And we are on the exact opposite side now. So these guys are our getaway. So we step on the teleportation circle. And we're on the
ship. Fit for a minor figure in the Sharn Syndicate, at least.
So,
I apologize for the smell, but I do want this story to be authentic.
What we need to do now is go talk to the captain. So you're going to go up. And these doors are going to kind of change on their own. It's closed right now. Oh, I didn't talk to the guy. Now I need to go talk to the commander. So forward, and then immediately left through that door. Now I can talk to Lucy Lawful. Turn around. Door shut behind us. We have to go around a little bit. Talk to upstanding citizen again, who is now telling us to go and switch the artifact. Apparently we took an artifact from the elf. Now we can go back to the treasure hold the way we came. Use the treasure chest in order to swap. And kill everybody. Be careful because there are wizards, and anytime you're up against casters, you just have to be careful because you don't know what spells they have. You don't want to get color sprayed to death randomly. And then back on the teleportation circle. And we move on to the last area.
The forest.
So at this point, most of the hirelings start functioning again.
Come to an end in the forest. so peaceful.
At least I've had a lot better luck with them actually doing their job from here. A little bit of run through the forest, and then we'll fight the boss and be done. There's not a lot of, like, there's no traps in this quest. There's no weird tricks, but it's easy to get lost if you're not, like, reading what the guy's saying, so you don't understand what you're supposed to do next. I do like this one, though.
On the symbols
I've done
last time, and we shall
I've done this
to
quest
where
a lot
it
of
all
times.
began.
So we step on here, and oh no, it was a trick! That cheeky gnome. I guess I could cast my buffs.
A mean trick, I know, and I do apologize, but this is where the story actually ends. Trapped in a clearing in the woods with everyone you betrayed descending upon you.
So,
I did say there would be danger.
we take out Lucy Lawful and her crew, and the upstanding citizen and their
fared better
crew.
than I expected. Hop on the symbols one last time. No. I really mean it this time. No more tricks.
And we head back to his house. And we're right back where we started. Having
This is why meeting
been
strangers
told an
is so
interesting story.
interesting. A story even I didn't know existed. I was on the edge of my seat the whole time. And for that,
So,
a reward is due.
weird quest, right? And, also unusual for a free-to-play quest, it has named loot. It specifically has a hat, I believe, that gives you a 5% cost discount on all of your spells. And it has an epic version. Like, that's a very generous free quest. And I can only imagine that the reason it's free is somebody like came up with it as a cool proof of concept, but then the tech limitations and it broke the pathing of hirelings and enemies and everything. They polished off the one example of it and said, we can't make a pack out of this. The tech won't work. So they just put the proof of concept out as a quest. That's my guess. But I like that quest. I have done that quest way too many times trying to farm out that stupid hat. But I've spent some time in that quest. So our other quest is one that I don't spend a lot of time in. But on the way, we're going to go ahead and level up. Because we've been leveled for a while. What are we going to do? We're going to be 16. Yeah, we don't get anything. We don't get anything until 18, unfortunately. Level up. Oh, we will get a point, which we're going to put in charisma, obviously, because we're a charisma build. Or half a point into use magic device. Huzzah! Do we get anything fancy in here? I don't really want to sit here and read these. So we're going to get this. It's just another cleave. Am I going to get it? Nah. I'm not even going to spend these. I'm going to spend some time reading and figure out what I want. We'll spend them later. I mean, I've got 7 points for a reason, right? Because I got the main stuff. You're not here to watch me read a million tooltips. Alright, we're here to talk to Smiley Smythe. So, his caravan got messed up by kobolds. Alright. We are professional kobold hunters. I can handle kobolds. That's not a problem. Things will not go dramatically bad. Alright. It is exactly what he said. It's kobolds. He didn't say kobold and then it turns out to be like, oh no, it was actually an entire lizard man tribe. Like, no, it's kobolds. So far, just kobolds. One click, one kobold. One click, two kobolds. However, things are going to start getting a little weird over here. I like this swamp map, by the way. I don't think they use their swamp tile set very often. The swamp is just a sewer, but outside. That's how that works, right? I can't jump high enough to get up there. So check out this guy. The black scale kobold fighter. Like, I got a critical hit in there, but he took 3 hits instead of the normal 1. And if I throw some stuff at this crystal right here, see what happens? Apparently nothing, because I didn't get it from close enough. It drops that barrier is what it does. But it'll also kill the kobolds if you bloat it up with the kobold standing there. Which I believe they're about to show off. Here's an unstable one. Well, that was disappointing. What I've seen happen before is it launches the kobold clear into the sky, which is really what I wanted to see. I really wanted to see the kobold go flying. But apparently that doesn't work. So they do electric damage. You don't really want to be standing anywhere near those things, so we're going to use our throwing weapon. So we're not standing there, like that kobold that we just accidentally fried. So far we found 2 weird things. 1, energy crystal thingies. And 2, unusually powerful kobolds. There's another, full metal kobold. So, this time, the one kobold who finished first grade, look at him dancing there. Because he figured it out. He figured it out. Put the thingy that makes the wall on that side of the wall, and then I can't smush it. Unless I cut a little hole in the wall here. And now we blow it open. I like that though. I like that he's doing a little dance. I like that you have to kind of do an end run around his wall. I am amused. Another unusually powerful kobold, and I want to say I think we're at the end of the quest. We've killed all the kobolds, or at least enough to get the bonus XP for having killed most of them. And now we get to meet the kobold's boss.
The kobold's secret benefactor is revealed.
A
young dragon glares
young black dragon. I mean, he's kind of a jerk. Like, I'm gonna blow up his little crystal thingy. Right? And just out of spite, he toasts his own 2 kobolds. He is not a very nice boss.
With the crystal shattered, the barrier deteriorates. A small breach appears.
Use the... Come on, use the shrine. I want you to be at full juice. So we're going to go through this little hole and we're going to punch a dragon. This was for a long time like the only dragon I had access to. It's Dungeons and Dragons. We're supposed to fight dragons all the time. So we're going to charge in. We're going to kick his tail. Ah, no. Oh, he did not take... He did not go down as fast as I was expecting, considering how over-leveled we are. I was expecting him to fall really a lot faster. Interesting. So you can kite him over here, because there are a couple of these unstable crystals. You can kite him over there and zap him. You've got 3 by the looks of it. These big patches here are spike growth, like a spell. So they hurt if you run through them. But you'll notice there's a shrine here, in addition to the gold, and two chests that I still can't open.
An elder black dragon.
Because his mom shows up. This is optional, right? And it's red on here, okay? She is significantly stronger than the kid, okay? Significantly. And remember, that kid actually took quite a few hits for me to take out. Let's see how well we fare against Mom. Ooh, we're already knocked down. We are going on the opposite side of where the hireling is, so that the boss is not going to hit the hireling. We did not cast acid resistance, which I'm going to attempt to cast right now. There we go. I'm unloading all of my smites, all my cleaves. We're going to use everything. Look at that. We still have not got her even halfway. Now, I'm pretty confident right now because she's not hitting us very hard. But yeah. Be warned. If you don't want to fight Big Mama, get your 2 chests and recall. You've got plenty of time to get out of here. I am knocked down again. Look at Larafe wasting all of her mana trying to help. All she really needs to do is stand there and heal me. But what is she doing? Throwing Comet Falls that this thing's going to evade. Looked like it did 200 damage, where I can do 200 damage just with a swing. And she's out of mana, and she's decided to walk around to the front of the dragon to melee. That is not helpful, Larafe. That's alright, we've almost got it down. There we go.
Tales will spread across Stormreach of how you bested such a monster.
So I obviously don't usually fight her. A Ruby of Corrosion, how appropriate. I'll probably never use it, but how appropriate. And a key for the festival going on right now. We didn't get any of the Snow Peak stuff in that entire last episode. That's interesting. So, be careful of the dragon. I am very defensive. And I'm on normal mode. And I'm 2-3 levels over leveled. Be careful of that second dragon. I've definitely died to that dragon before. I'm actually kind of surprised at how little damage it was doing to me. I've got a terrible armor class, but I've got a lot of damage reduction. I'm surprised we took it that well. Anyway, that has been the end of the free quests here. Oh, we did level up, so that means we get more spell slots. Is there anything Oh, angel skin. We can get angel skin to get even more defenses. Yes, please. I gotta make space now. Boo. You are gonna go on the next bar. That's what's gonna happen. My elemental resists are gonna get moved a bar so I can fit all of my other buffs. Angel skin, yes please. And there's a lot of good stuff at this one, but we're gonna take Zeal. Yeah, I definitely should have had those before we just fought that dragon. This counts as a tavern right here, is why I can switch spells. Like this, there's a the caravan barkeep. He's just a barkeep. You can buy food. There's a spirit binder. This is the tavern for the 12. I should have mentioned we walked into the 12 to get to that second quest. I also overlook this a lot. So somebody asked, like they picked up a weapon and it had been damaged. All the items in the game you can just repair. It's kind of a weird little quirk that some of these items come with damage on them. Like it's just a side effect of some other thing. Go to any of the shops. The last tab is repair. Add all repair. Most people just do it while they are selling all the random crap that's in their inventory. It's just like something you do out of habit as you go by. Keep the rest of that. The only time it really makes a difference is when you die, all of your equipment takes a bunch of damage. So if you are just dying over and over and over again, like say you are standing near enough to a resurrection shrine that you run over, hit a boss like for 2 hits and it kills you, and you run back to the shrine, revive, you run back, you punch him twice. You do that too many times, all your gear is going to break. Not permanently, you just go repair it. And oozes. Oozes is the other one. If you punch whatever weapon you hit oozes with will usually take a bunch of damage. Oozes and rust monsters. But outside of those 2 scenarios, like spam resurrection or punching oozes, the damage doesn't matter. Alright, so next time, what are we up to? Next time, we're going to head back in here, no, back in there, to the Lord's March Plaza, and finish off that storyline. Well, continue the storyline where Droam had sent its ambassador to try to get the matadors to come and attack our front doors. I'm trying way too hard to keep that going. So, we're going to talk to Darman here, and we're going to sign up to defend Stormreach, because we're under attack. Next time. Thanks again for watching. You have a good one.